What's up, y'all? I am back again with another reaction video, and today we will react to. Hold on a second, I'm gonna read the title. Rappers that diss Eminem and lost their lives. So this is gonna be a different reaction, y'all. So y'all know what to do. Hit the notifications. Don't forget to subscribe to your boy. Smash the like button, comment down below, and let's get into this video.
Many rappers have tried dissing Eminem. Every time it ends with the rapper either losing their career or even worse. Now here's what you need to see. Eminem originally sneak dissed MGK on his newest album titled Comic, as MGK shares how their beef started.
You know, I know your feud about with Eminem. Was Eminem a hero to you? Because
yeah, for sure.
The guy's a great rapper. Does it personally pain you that you have this feud with this guy?
I don't feel any type of way about it. I mean, I'm like asleep in my tour bus. This guy drops an album with like 3 songs consecutively talking about me. What do you think I'm gonna do? Just, you know what I mean? Like roll over and go back to sleep? Out of here. You're not gonna me. So no, like I'm like.
Eminem and MGK have had beef for many years now, with multiple diss tracks going against each other. If you didn't know, the Comic album was released to basically get back at all of the haters of Eminem. One of those was MGK, who Eminem has been beefing with for many years now, ever since MGK made a tweet about Eminem's daughter in the past. There's nobody Eminem loves more than his daughter Haley. So when MGK decided to mention Haley in a tweet, calling her very attractive, Eminem did not take this lightly. As it is said to this day, MGK still faces backlash from this tweet. So Eminem decided to release the track titled Not Alike, where he called out MGK for tweeting about his daughter, stating that he is no threat when it comes to rap. MGK would then retaliate, trying to diss Eminem on his diss track titled Rap Devil, which was absolutely blown away when
I remember that diss track because I ain't gonna lie to you, MGK, he really did came at Eminem kind of hard, but not that hard. But he didn't because I ain't gonna lie to you. Why you call yourself a machine gun when it's out of ammo? So when Eminem said that in his diss track, coming at MGK, that makes a lot of sense though.
Eminem decided to release his response titled K-Shot. Eminem's diss was so harsh to the point that MGK had nothing to say in response.
Like on this? Yes. I had a clip ready. I'll tell you, I had a clip ready. I heard it and I put that shit back in the holster. I'm like, oh, word. All right. He called me a mumble rapper.
But what's even more crazy is that Eminem's response to MGK was enough for MGK to completely fade away from the rap scene completely, as ever since Eminem released K-Shot, MGK would be forever different, changing music genres as well as changing his overall personality. If you were wondering why MGK decided to completely quit rap and switch to emo rock music, you now know exactly why. However, thankfully Snoop Dogg and Eminem's beef did not go to this extreme length, as Snoop Dogg has a very interesting take on Eminem. Snoop thinks that Eminem had a good career, but he's not in that top 10 of all time still.
Eminem in a position where he could be labeled as one of the top 10 rappers ever. I don't think so, but the game feels like he's top 10. You understand me? I ain't got no time to play with it. It is what it is. It's like, cuz did that. But when you talking about this hip hop that I can't live without, I can live without that.
Now, Eminem would respond to Snoop Dogg in his track titled Zeus, where he would say, as far as squash and beef, I'm used to people knocking me, just not in my camp. The last thing I need is Snoop Dogg in me. Man, dog, you was like a god to me. Nah, not really. I had dog backwards. Eminem would even talk about it during a Shade 45 interview, where he would say, and I quote, everything he said, by the way, was fine up to a point. It was the last statement where he said, and I quote, far as music I can live without, I can live without that. Snoop, you're now just being disrespectful. It caught me off guard. I was not ready for that. Now, Snoop Dogg would then end up responding to Eminem, where he would say, you better pray I don't answer that soft stuff. However, Snoop Dogg would backtrack his words just a couple of months later, during an interview where Snoop Dogg would say, I was wrong, bro, do you forgive me? As Eminem would then later hop on a different interview, sharing that the two resolved their beef with each other.
I don't remember if I called him or he called me, I can't remember, but
yeah,
we talked it out, and I think that there was a miscommunication at the time in regards to him being on my album, the Mathers LP. And I think he said the way that he took it was kind of like that I don't with him.
After this beef was over, Eminem and Snoop Dogg would even go on to perform during the Super Bowl together with other old school artists, while also releasing a single together titled From the D to the LBC, where the two would pay homage to their hometown cities. However, up next, we have quite possibly the biggest feuds in rap history, the beef between Eminem and Ja Rule. It is very evident that Eminem still has very harsh feelings towards Ja Rule, as this beef started off back when 50 Cent was first starting off in the rap industry. 50 Cent decided to talk to Ja Rule about signing with his record label early on. Ja Rule would end up laughing in 50 Cent's face. He even went on to diss 50 Cent as well in many songs, stating that he was jealous and that he was the official rapper of the Queens and not 50 Cent. Now things would end up getting physical to the point where Ja Rule and 50 Cent threw hands with each other at an Atlanta nightclub. But where does Eminem come into play? As many of you know, 50 Cent would go on to sign with Eminem's record label when he was starting out. One of the first singles he would end up releasing was titled Wanksta, which was actually directed at Ja Rule as one of the first ever diss tracks. As Ja Rule would then come back with a diss titled Loose Chains, which not only went after 50 Cent, but also went after Eminem, D12, G-Unit, Dr. Dre, as well as Eminem's daughter.
Like, I wasn't even gonna say nothing, to be honest with you. I didn't even address them directly until like Ja had said something about Haley.
The same mistake MGK did, Ja Rule made as well. He made the mistake of mentioning Eminem's daughter Haley in the lyrics stating, "You claim your mother uses and Kim is known to get around. So what is Haley gonna do when she grows up?" Now Eminem decided to come back at full force, releasing two diss tracks on Ja Rule. The first titled Hail Mary, which featured 50 Cent and Busta Rhymes. He then released a second track, which literally tore Ja Rule's entire character down. This one was titled Do Re Mi. The two tracks tore Ja Rule to bits. Line for line, it was straight up dissing towards Ja. But then when everyone thought Ja Rule was done, he would then respond with a diss track titled In My Eye, which is now known to be one of the weakest diss tracks of all time. In fact, it was so bad that Ja Rule pretty much lost his entire fan base. And it was all because he decided to drop a diss track on Eminem. However, after the beef was done, what really won fans over on Eminem's side was this interview.
But also at the same time, wanting to be a father. And if there ever comes a day that I would have to pick one or the other, you know, I already know what it would be. You know what I'm saying? I would walk away from all of this.
The beef with Ja Rule would end up ending out the same way as Eminem's beef did with Everlast. The whole dispute began back in the year 2000, when Eminem apparently walked past Everlast backstage without ever acknowledging him. This was apparently the last straw for the New York rapper. He would go on to write diss tracks towards Eminem in his track titled Eardrums Pop Remix. But sure enough, Eminem was not gonna let this slide as per usual, as he would release a follow-up diss track titled I Remember, which addressed all of the disses that Everlast ever threw at Eminem. Line by line, Eminem would tear down Everlast's comments, but Everlast was not gonna back down either at the time, returning once again with another diss at M titled Whitey's Revenge. This was a little bit more of a controversial diss track in the sense that it completely went too far, as Everlast would once again mention Eminem's daughter Haley, as Eminem would even tell him to completely watch his mouth.
First of all, to watch your mouth, because you talked about my little girl, which is, you know, talk about my mother all you want, talk about my wife, talk about whatever you want to say. The one thing that I hold sacred to me is my little girl.
So when Everlast included her in the diss track, Eminem was certainly not happy. Fans knew that Eminem would bite back stronger than ever, and sure enough, Eminem would release the track titled Quitter. As in the diss track, Eminem throws disses at Everlast, stating that he has absolutely zero talent and clearly wants to both sing and rap, but cannot do neither. He also ended up making fun of Everlast's weight as well, while also going at his character for bringing up Haley's name in his diss track, as Eminem would even say this on live news.
I think he knows that he can't outrhyme me, so the only thing he can do is try to take personal shots, like your daughter, your little girl. You know, that's all I can do because I'm fat and I'm old and I can't rhyme.
And then to top things off, Eminem would even state that the two should stop dissing each other over their songs and instead get physical. This would be the last moment that Everlast ever mentioned Eminem's name again, which is why it confused many rappers when Royce da 5'9" would go after Eminem. Surprisingly, the two were actually a great team together under the Bad Beats label way back in the day. The two would even go on to create some pretty amazing tracks together. That was until they started beefing, as when D12 went on to diss Royce in his track titled Don't Try This at Home, things would get heated, as D12 then dropped another diss on Royce titled Smackdown, calling him out for talking down on D12 in an interview. It's important to note that Eminem did have nothing to do with the two diss tracks on Royce. He wasn't even a feature or part of the production. Oddly enough, Royce would then fire back at D12 with many disses in his track titled We Riding. But this, however, was completely targeted at Eminem, as Eminem was very confused as he had nothing to do with this beef. But surprisingly, instead of hitting Royce back with a diss track, Eminem would take it maturely, calling Royce up on the phone, clarifying on why he would even diss him. This feud would get settled, and the two would even make up, collaborating again on future tracks. So it does seem as if Eminem does show some sort of restraint when it comes to dissing rappers. Royce is very lucky to have been friends with Eminem at this time, because if they didn't have a good relationship already, Eminem definitely would have went after him with full force. But how about a rapper that Eminem would diss himself? As Lil Pump would post on his Instagram page a few years back with this photo and a caption stating, "I'm the real Slim Shady. If you know Eminem, he dislikes mumble rappers in a huge way." So this would not settle well with him, as Eminem would respond in his song titled The Ringer, saying, "Lil Pump imitate Lil Wayne. I should aim at everybody in the game. Pick a name. I'm fed up with being humble. Rumor is I'm hungry, and I'm sure you heard the bumblings. I heard you want to rumble like an empty." Eminem would post this to his Instagram alongside a caption stating, "I tried not to overthink this one. Enjoy." Where Lil Pump would respond stating, "Thank you, I deserve that." As ever since this, Lil Pump's name isn't really brought up anymore.
Yo, Yo, I'm gonna be honest with y'all about this. Look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all about this. First of all, Eminem is one of the best, greatest rappers of all time. I listen to this nigga. I listen to his music every day. He's the only lyricist I always fuck with. Because, like, a lot of rappers try to get under this man's skin. This nigga is a motherfucking genius. Nobody can put in the work. Because I ain't gonna lie to Eminem, he's an honest person. He put in the work. And I'm gonna say this to you, I'd rather be having a real grown man conversation, be hanging out with him in the studio, working on some new beats and working on a new album. Why in the world? Because first of all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But to me, I'm done with niggas and their music. Because all these young niggas and their music, all this beef and shit, I'm not fucking with that no more. Like this beat, like between young niggas and hip hop, and y'all got because all these youngers out here buying sports cars, spending so much money to buy clothes and shit like that. Because first of all, I'm an Eminem fan. I would give Eminem respect, and he will be on my list. And I don't care what color he is. I don't. Because number one, I hate the way he went through so much hate and they disrespecting him because he's white. And I hate it. Because I hate when he's been treated like that. Because no more, I don't look at him like that. I look at him as a favorite rapper. I'd rather listen to his music for the rest of my damn life, because I don't give a fuck what everybody else got to say. I'm giving y'all some real shit. If y'all want to listen to some real music, like lyricists, like wordplay, like, I'm going to say this too. Sometimes I do listen to mumble rap. Sometimes. That's club music. But lyricists and hip-hop wordplay, and like rhyme schemes and like all that type of shit and that type of music, I'm into that. That's my shit now. So, anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Go crazy in the comments. Smash that like button. And also, don't forget to subscribe to your boy. And also, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.